Hello, my name is Hattie Tehan, and this presentation summarizes my capstone research project titled The Impact of Tiered Writing Prompts on Students' Use of Advanced Grammatical Structures in the Spanish 2A Classroom. This study was completed as part of my Master's of Science in Curriculum and Instruction through Western Governors University. This project explored how differentiated instruction, specifically through tiered writing prompts, could support students' ability to use advanced grammatical structures when writing in Spanish. The purpose was to improve grammatical growth for all learners by matching tiered writing tasks to student readiness levels. This project aligned with the work of Carol Tomlinson related to differentiation and readiness-based instruction. And this project was relevant because it focused on the design and implementation of equitable instructional practices. In my Spanish 2A classroom, students showed an uneven growth in their ability to use advanced and complex grammar. Some students advanced quickly, while others plateaued, and others turned away from any amount of challenge or gave up. And this uneven progress limited the overall writing proficiency that was attainable in the classroom. The root cause appeared to be a mismatch between task difficulty and student readiness, which was seen through the use of one-size-fits-all writing tasks. The guiding question for this study was, how does the use of tiered writing prompts in the Spanish 2A classroom impact students' ability to use advanced grammatical structures in writing? This was an action research study conducted in an authentic classroom environment. Of the 32 students enrolled, data were collected from the 20 students who completed and submitted both pre- and post-assessments. Instruction and data collection occurred over a 3-week period during our second unit. All tasks were completed with pen and paper and scored with a 4-point analytical rubric, which assessed accuracy, complexity, and comprehensibility. The 4-point rubric was designed with the ACTFL language standards, and the design allowed me to study real classroom practices and student outcomes. Additionally, on the 3 tiered tasks completed, I collected the grammatical structure counts. This instructional intervention took place over a 3-week differentiated writing unit. Each week included a tiered task after direct instruction that aligned to Bloom's taxonomy. The first and second tiered tasks focused on understanding and applying grammar, while the third asked students to create original sentences and paragraphs using advanced grammatical structures. After each tiered task, students received feedback and revised their assignments. Additionally, students completed pre- and post-assessments, which were scored with a 4-point analytical rubric, which measured accuracy, complexity, and comprehensibility. This unit was based off of the book Las Lágrimas de Xochitl, which provided a wide variety of advanced grammatical structures to students. Data came from pre- and post-assessments and from the number of grammatical structures counted in tiered tasks. Scores in accuracy, complexity, and comprehensibility were analyzed for growth using descriptive statistics, specifically the mean scores and standard deviation. The 4-point analytical rubric was developed using ACTFL foreign language standards and aligned with intermediate low proficiency level. Additionally, on the 3 tiered tasks completed by students, advanced grammatical structure counts were used to show progress. Across the class, students demonstrated measurable growth in all rubric domains after the 3-week intervention. Findings from the pre-post assessment data, rubric analysis, and advanced structure counts indicated that the use of tiered writing prompts had a positive impact on students' grammatical proficiency. In Table 1, the mean scores on both the pre and post assessment are compared. Average rubric scores increased overall in all three domains. Additionally, the performance gap between readiness levels narrowed and variation reduced between students. The increase of rubric scores was noted in all three criteria: accuracy, complexity, and comprehensibility. In Figure 4, you can see the progress of students. The majority of students progressed. One student stayed the same, while another student decreased in use of grammatical structure use. The use of advanced grammatical structures also increased through the three-tiered tasks, especially for students working at intermediate levels. Most importantly, students were able to maintain the use of advanced grammatical structures as the cognitive level of the three-tiered tasks increased, as shown in Figure 5. When completing the three-tiered tasks, students were able to self-select their level of readiness and challenge. While the majority of students stayed the same within the same task for all three, some students chose to increase task difficulty, while other students chose that they were not ready for that level of challenge and chose a different task. Figure 2 supports the idea of differentiated and tiered tasks by providing options for students based on readiness level. Prompts improved students' ability to apply advanced grammatical structures and supported equitable progress across the 32 students in class. Differentiation allowed each student to work within their zone of proximal development, consistent with Tomlinson's research on readiness-based learning. And finally, structured feedback and revision opportunities reinforced accuracy and complexity in the tiered tasks. The study's strengths included authentic classroom implementation and clear alignment between instruction and assessment. Limitations included a small sample size, a short 3-week duration, and several incomplete data sets due to absences or missing assignments. Despite these factors, results still provided useful insight into differentiated writing instruction. The findings suggest that readiness-based differentiation can promote more equitable grammatical growth in world language classrooms. Providing tiered options and consistent feedback helped all students participate successfully and stay engaged with the content, while maintaining appropriate challenge. In the future, teachers could adapt this model to other units or proficiency levels to support diverse classrooms. Future studies could extend the duration of this intervention beyond 3 weeks, include more diverse student body, multiple classes or teachers, or design more targeted pre- and post-assessments focused on specific grammatical forms. Broader implementation would help determine the long-term effects of tiered writing instruction. The following are a list of key sources that inform this study, including Carol Tomlinson's work on differentiation, which guided this instructional design. Thank you for listening. This project reaffirmed that differentiation, when grounded in readiness and authentic assessment, can help all students grow as writers and language learners.